I'm so excited today. It's time for a commission on the pantheon of the greatest routines of all time. Not just beam, not floor, not bar.
Just in case you were worried we were going to get distracted and only talk about beam. Yeah.
All the events, best vaults of all time, best beam routines of all time. It's June 2026, for your reference. And welcome to Gymcastic, the #1 gymnastics podcast in the galaxy. I'm Jessica Nemour Spencer from the Balance Beam Situation. And the commission today, this is a commission by galactic champion level Club Gym Nerd member, Alex. Alex of I Love You, Joshua, mid beam routine fame. That Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, we love you.
Captured forever.
Mm-hmm. You're a legend. Club Gym Nerd members, they help us pay our bills, go to things like the World Championships, bring you, exclusive coverage like Kitakyushu when we were the only international media there. And you get thank you goodies in return, like goodies. They're called goodies, actually. And like you get a whole extra podcast just for you guys on Fridays or after events where we give you our immediate reactions. And you can see all the details at gymcastic.com under the Join the Club tab. Spencer, give us the brief.
All right. The brief goes as follows. It's time for the commission on the pantheon of greatest routines of all time. There are so many to choose from. Some are objectively perfect and beautiful. Others are just sentimentally important, Jessica. There are two potential constructs to consider. You know how we love a construct.
Yeah.
I will leave it up to you to decide which. Construct A, go event by event, favorite vaults, favorite bars, etc., etc. Each person chooses, a reasonable number, 5. Construct B, take a quad, Barcelona, Atlanta, etc., and pick your top vault, top bars, top beam, etc. from the whole quad. This one is a little more limiting because there are some quads that have so many good routines in them. Thanks so much. This is from Alex.
Well, Spencer.
Yeah.
As you might not be surprised.
You couldn't pick a construct and you just listed too many routines?
But I made categories.
Ooh, okay. I'll take categories.
I have a quad category or just
Good.
a single world championships that was the greatest.
Ooh, can I guess what you think the greatest world championships of all time is right now? Or is that
on a specific event?
Oh,
but in general, I mean, basically everything, but in general.
Okay. 1989 on floor.
Did you cheat? Did you look?
No. I've just been doing this for like 12 years, 15 years or whatever. Yeah, I know you well. I know you very well.
And I know who you chose for bars, no matter what. Yeah.
First thought.
Yeah. Because every year for your birthday, that's who we post for your happy birthday coming up soon. Okay. Let us begin with construct A and B combined.
Mm-hmm.
Alex gave us his choices, which are excellent. Especially since basically everyone I chose for vault, he also chose for vault, but I added them.
Helpful.
And I love how he did this because Alex did his type of vault, his favorite person to do that type of vault.
That's good. It's helpful to have some kind of organizing principle. I think vault is the hardest. Do you think vault is the hardest to pick?
In some ways it's not because there's so many ugly vaults that the really pretty ones stand out.
What is memorable or favorite vault? Like, what's the characteristic for you of favorite iconic pantheon level vault? Is there something they have in common?
For vault, there's 2 categories. It's beautiful and it looks impossible. So I'm thinking EB, DTYs, Elizabeth Price, at NCAA championships and whatever year that was. Where I was just like, oh my God, that was the highest vault I've ever seen in my life. Until I, was there for Simone's double pikes. But those kind of where I'm like, that was beautiful. And I didn't know humans could go that high. Mm-hmm. Just like trajectory wise in awe. How about for you?
I think what's interesting for me is like, my gymnastics mental problems. Well, this is mostly as we do with any when we try to create a pantheon or list anything, it just becomes a gymnastics therapy session where we break down like how screwed up we are about gymnastics and also life. The first thing that comes to mind for me is like Shannon Miller's Yurchenko full at the night at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what is wrong with me that like that is first before like Simone doing a Yurchenko double pike, where I'm like, very objectively, Simone's is harder. That's the more impressive feat. And yet I'm like, no, that it's unbeatable. Shannon's Yurchenko full from the Barcelona Olympics. Like, this is the peak of vaulting.
But it is that impossibleness. Like, her vault is so, and I put Kim Zemeskel did her
very
vault like this too. It's that like, oh, I did my vault, but now I'm gonna flare it out and like wink at the judges before I land. I love that. This is what we like to see, which gives it that extra je ne sais quoi, but I do because the flare and wink. All right, let's begin.
Sorry, I'm gonna this is gonna take
go
19
on,
minutes, don't worry.
That's what a commission is for.
Yeah, maybe especially in terms of vault, I do feel like there are two categories in that we have to separate horse vault and table vault eras, because my favorites of the horse vault era are the perfection of execution, because when people tried to do difficulty with some very specific, but like maybe you can count on one hand exceptions, it was more like, I'm impressed that you have not died and you have accomplished this, but it's like you were lost in a world of knees and I don't really it's not beautiful. I don't need to see it. You like got it around. You successfully got it around when you were doing difficulty on the horse vault. And then on the table, it's more like, oh, you were able to do super difficulty with also it looks nice. Like we got the Michaela Maroney type vault where it's like, this is incredibly difficult and it looks great to look at with your eyes. So maybe it's like Shannon's Yurchenko full is my favorite of the horse vault era. And then, we'll get to it. You go. Yeah. You start.
I hear you with that though, because it is an innovation that allowed for more safety, and vault changed after that. Even though, okay, so let's start with this: the Yurchenko double pike. I am putting
your pick Simone because you've got one of one to choose from. You're really going out on a limb.
Okay, first of all, I didn't just pick one. I picked Simone and Christian the Legs Thomas.
Oh, well, if I knew men were involved,
I
wouldn't have come.
It doesn't say only women.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't have
Someone's going to change the rules already. Fine.
We have to include men in this because men deserve to be in this category as well of the Pantheon. So
I look forward to your parallel bars choices next.
Oh, we're not doing the men's events. Please. God, no. It would just be Nemov and Fien and Tong Fei. Okay, so I think we can agree Simone and Christian Thomas, the highest, best form, most beautiful Yurchenko double pikes. Like, end of story. Yes. I do want to give a shout out to Yurchenko, though, the innovator of this, who has a gym in Chicago, by the way. And thanks to Scott Bregman, the Olympic Channel, we know that he did an interview and she talked about how she also did these in the pit back in the mattress days of pits in the Soviet Union. You know, when it was like a mattress and then they like cut the long strips of pit. And she also did these. It goes to my point of you should be competing less hard stuff than you're capable of. Like, I'm sure Simone could do this like a full twisting double back as her vault, but she only did the pike. You know what I mean? Like, your capabilities shouldn't be, your top capability shouldn't be what you're competing. And a Christian the Legs Thomas, like, not a small human being. He is a normal sized man, average sized male human, and he did one of the hardest vaults and most beautifully that's ever been done. Okay, Alex has, for the Cheng category, Andrade.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's so nice that Andrade did those most recent Chengs, because this is no longer like a controversy or a conversation. Like, it used to be hard to decide who had the best Cheng ever, and there were many possible choices. And now it's like, oh no, there's just one. She did it. She won it. Like,
before she did that at 2003 Pan Ams, and we were like, oh,
Not
like,
2003 Pan Ams. That
five?
would have been pretty. No, she like was barely born.
Oh,
2003.
2023.
Jessica was putting her at Anaheim Worlds. She came in when the whole U.S. team got sick.
Also one of the best Worlds floor finals. Before Andrade did that, and birds sang and the lights flickered and the world bowed, I would have said Zamarripa had one of the best chungs, like form-wise, just absolutely straight. Her landing needed work, but in terms of
she didn't have, I mean, I think she was probably taking care of herself and wasn't training it landing that often with it.
Yeah, but it was
because it wasn't the landing was not consistent.
Yeah, but form-wise in the air was, except Andrade was like 12 feet higher. So there's no contesting the best chunk in the world is Rebeca.
Sorry to Cheng Fei. You had it you were up there, but
you were.
It got beat. Fortunately, with Amanar, this is a Pantheon, not a best ever. So we don't have to have the like whose Amanar is better, Simone's or Moroni's, because I'm just like put them both in. They're both in there. They're both in the Pantheon. It's fine. It's great.
Exactly. And Moroni's 2012 Olympics when she stuck it. We agree with Alex. That's the one. Simone's,
especially you include the context of like doing it in an Olympic team final, I think also adds to it.
Yeah. You include the context of making Cheryl Hamilton, one of the judges, their mouth drop open when she watched it.
Should be disqualifying. For a judge to react in such a way.
It's the correct reaction, but also
incorrect. You got to keep that mouth closed
as a human. And I want to add in this category Kyle Schufeld's Manmanar when he stuck it and should have been world champion, but there was the whole controversy.
Win wasn't there.
I know everything he did. I'm like, he only won one. It's only one Olympic champion medal he has. Okay. For double twisting Yurchenkos.
Ooh, that is hard. That is harder. I feel like we've got a lot of options there. I'm gonna say, okay. Ooh, no, you have to go first so that maybe I get some hints because I don't know right now.
Well, I think what I love about a Pantheon is basically
we can put more than one. Yeah,
right. And what I'm imagining is literally like we're in Greece. We're overlooking the ocean. There is a Pantheon, building, and all of these heroes of gymnastics are, statuesquely observing the other vaulters, down on a beach in the sand.
You present an offering before you go in the event final.
Right, and they are like
and they like smile regally, like, yes, I'll approve of this offering. Yes.
Exactly. So I do see Vanessa Atler in that Pantheon. And I agree with Alex, 99 nationals. She's just so straight, so perfect. Her landing, it's a beautiful vault. It's not just, oh my God, it's lovely to watch.
Yeah.
And it looks so easy. And you don't see a lot of vaults that look easy. Vault usually looks like, I don't want to die. I made it. And that vault is like, oh.
So are you also putting EB's DTY that you mentioned before?
I am. Yeah.
Both. So for a long time, I would have said best DTY was Mo Huilan 96 Olympics. Very strong one. I feel like maybe in recent years, with some of the very best vaulters, like when they were young and still doing a Yurchenko double full, like I was trying to pick, when you mentioned this, I was like, can I picture Simone doing a Yurchenko double full? Like back when she was a junior? Because she did them when she was, pre-senior elite. There was a time when she was doing it, but I feel like she was always too powerful for it even then.
She bounced. She always was like,
yeah. So it wasn't like, even though you would assume it, I don't know that hers was the best. It had to be like right within your wheelhouse. So I feel like there are in recent years, there have been people with stronger Yurchenko double fulls. I really like, in terms of also the context, I really liked Kayla Williams when she won the world title in 2009. It was a very strong Yurchenko double full. But my default is Mohuilan 96. Simona Amanars was also very good that year, but maybe I need to update because these opinions were formed like 20 years ago, and now I'm like, why would anyone need to change them?
Like we went back and watched.
Don't worry, when we get to beam and floor, basically my opinion, and Jessica might share it, is that nothing of worth has happened since 1992. I'm like, everything that happened after 1992 is just less good. So, like, okay, nice try. You can do it, I guess, but we're not going to talk about it.
My only exceptions are college gymnastics routines and Hamilton 2003. Okay, for Yurchenko full, we agree. Shannon Miller, Flair.
Yeah, there have been many strong ones, but that one stands out for me.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm still mad about the scores of vault in that all-around final, because those vaults, everything was like 995, 9962, 9975. They were not equal. They were not even close.
There was a lot of problems with the judging, as we know, back then. It's perfect now, as we know from the last Olympics.
They fixed it because you don't know what any of the deductions are. It's just your execution score is a 7-9. Does it make sense? Does it not make sense? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. You'll never see the truth.
You'll never see it. You'll never know. So whatever.
Okay, Rudis. So this is a handspring on, 1.5 off. So you land.
So the eponymous Chusovitna vault. Yeah.
Right. So this is the thing. I mean, we have a lot of great. I would put Sacramone in this category because
she would be my pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Alex suggested Atler at the 99 American Cup. And that's also like you can't go wrong with that.
Historically important as a vault. Doing it on the horse also. I would put that in the category of a vault where it's like it's so impressive and well done. And then if Vanessa Atler had competed in the vaulting table days, like everybody shut up.
Yeah.
So it was great for the context, but I don't think it's actually my favorite of the Rudis.
Is there anyone that exceeds?
See, sometimes Yo So-jong, who has the double named after herself, her Rudis have been very strong. Julia Steingruber close. I would put Sacramone ahead, but very good ones. We are seeing, a lot of other Rudis that are also there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they exist.
Some ones that are also exist. Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to include Young Hak Song.
On the topic of South Korean vaulters.
Right.
Magical.
Spectacular, magical. Rudy out of this world. And Ri Se-gwang, we have to include in any pantheon. Obviously, this is not a Rudy, but just the pantheon of insane things that have happened on vault. Like, you have to include Dragulescu, too. That just, like, it might, sometimes it might not always be, I mean, he might
for innovation purposes.
Innovation category.
Yeah.
Yes. Is important. That, like, I would put Produnova in the innovation category because she did it on the horse.
The Produnova double front vault, the great one she did, which was the 99 University Games when she stuck it, which is both innovation and excellent execution that she got exactly once because it's so impossible. And no one else who's tried it in women's has ever really done it anywhere close to well. So, yeah.
Yeah, she's... and the Flying Banana Jesus is obviously...
It's its own vault. That's its own vault category. Yeah. Your most important vault. Who's done it the best? And
just so you guys know, it's a handspring front layout, but to do a true Flying Banana Jesus, you have to have your hands to the side and be slightly arched, like the woman who did it the best ever, with Jesús Rivera at the 2000 Olympics. That's, it's ideal.
There was, so I'm getting distracted already. There was a gymnast did we talk about this at Koper in the men's vault final? Both István Mentovai from Hungary, just because this World Cup just happened, he did his second vault was just a handspring front layout done like that, very easy for him, and he had a shaved eyebrow stripe, and I was like, he's doing a front layout vault and has a shaved eyebrow stripe. I think I found Jessica's new favorite vaulter. I can't believe I forgot to mention that to you.
Oh, I hope we get to talk to him at Worlds. Also in the...
Yeah, I don't know if it was an intentional shave or it was like a scar, because that also happens. But, you know, it was something, both of which you're on board with.
Yes, I am. Carlos Yulo is in the Pantheon of Vault.
Yes.
Everything he does is Maroney level gigantic, and his form is Atler level or Podkopayeva level, but on Vault. Yeah. It's everything.
Podkopayeva also great form on Vault.
Yeah, she did have great form.
Podkopayeva level.
Yeah, it's Armenia. Because everything he does is
because every little thing he does is magic. Yeah.
It's magic. His ability to get height from handspring position is like no one else. The fact that he sets and is like, I'm just going to stretch, get some height, and now I'm going to flip. It's just beautiful. He's absolutely in the Pantheon. So congratulations to you all. I
expect your statues sometime in the future. TBD.
Right. Or when we make
we make no timing promises whatsoever.
When we make Fakistan, this will be the entrance. The first where you walk through, they'll be lining the waterway as you come in.
You know, lately we've been talking a lot about things tennis is doing, which I'm very much in favor of. So, you know, at a major tennis event, when you walk out onto the main court, like if you have a match on a main court, there is a walkway with pictures of all the people who've won before. Ooh. And I feel like, why don't we have that for event finals, where it's like all of the competitors are walking out through the pictures and the years of all the champions in that event final as they go out for their, you know, just FIG, World Gymnastics, more free great ideas. You've never listened to them before, but maybe we'll start.
I feel like that did happen somewhere. You know, we never see this, though, because it was the time that I accidentally went the wrong way because I was talking to Danusha because she just qualified Jamaica to the Olympics for the first time ever. And then I was talking to her and then I just followed her because I thought we were going to the mix zone, but it was actually the athlete path. Mm-hmm. And I think there were posters of like Kohei. And
we need to go more specific, and we need to, like, if we can't see it, then we need to have like the kids who hold up the signs. They need to have like a presentation of each of the champions in chronological order that you walk through to dream that you might become one of them.
Yeah, I like that very much. I mean, maybe Rotterdam will do it because 89 Worlds was Rotterdam, wasn't it? I believe it was.
Yeah.
The most perfect place ever.
In 2010? Also?
I think they have had another one since then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shall we move to bars?
I would love to move to bars. Bars is an interesting one because, as I mentioned before, anything that happened after 1992 on Beam and Floor is invalid. I would say I'm not an old-time purist about bars. Mm. I don't love a bar beat element. I don't think there are any routines from that era where the bars were close together that would make my Pantheon. Maybe Olga Korbut, 72, but almost none. And I think I'm like a basic modern weirdo when it comes to bars. I think more recent bars routines are more enjoyable. I
have to disagree. Because I liked the era of the late 70s to mid 80s before everyone was doing giants and like you couldn't do giants.
You couldn't. Yeah.
The bar that close. So they were like labored and heavy and awful and they were just terrible to watch. And Marcia Frederick, we have to put her in the Pantheon because she's the first bar swinger. I mean, obviously there's an army of Soviet gymnasts who are already doing this, but she was, I imagine there's always an army of in China, North Korea, Soviet Union who have this, but she was the first one that competed it that way.
Normally we would say Romania, but it's bars, so probably not.
No, absolutely not. No. So Marcia Frederick swinging bars and really connecting, like those connecting all those different wrapping elements is so cool, and going in between, it's just like a fun way to do bars. And I still wish like there was a place that had a set that you could put that close together, because those kind of bars are honestly easier to learn and it's fun. Like now, to do just a basic bar routine, you have to be a superhuman. Like you have to be able to throw yourself to the high bar and flip back down. And back then you just needed to have the guts to, get your setting right.
hit your hip bones right on a hard bar 900 million times in a row. Yeah.
It's like you had to pray your setting was right so it didn't hurt, because it didn't hurt at all if you got it right and you could bounce really high and it's fun. But okay, so let's start with Alex's first submission here. Kim Gwang Suk, 91 Worlds.
It would be my first submission too. I'm 100% on board with this. It is kind of a difficult one because it's such an amazing routine. And also you recognize like she was 11 months old, probably training in terrible situations. Like there's so much that you don't want to encourage about this. And you want to be like, you don't have to be a little baby in order to be good at gymnastics. But then it's like, but this one's so good. It's so good and defies any of this like, oh, if you're too small, you can't get up to the high bar. Kim Gwang Suk could. And it was great. It's so fast. It's innovative. She has the counter Kim. It's Kim Gwang Suk element. It's
we
so
describe
well
the
executed.
Counter Kim for.
I barely can. It's so weird. It's one of those skills where like, how do you describe it? So you release the high bar, you flip forward in a straddle and grab the bar behind you, and then you've grabbed it. Is that good enough?
Yeah,
basically what's happening. It's so weird.
But like a fakey Takacha when you're like, oh, just kidding, I'm flipping forward.
You go forward instead of backward over the bar, and then you reach in between your legs to grab the bar, and it's insane.
Yeah. And then I want to put Matsunami in there too, because she did it, Alaska gymnast, huge. Like I was like, oh wait, you can do that gigantically? I thought it was more of a flip and pray. But hers was enormous.
You can do it and you meant to? And no one forced you to?
And that is like, we have, like, I feel like we need to include the innovators here, because we have people who did something for the first time, and then we have the people who perfected it. Like, Yurchenko did double pikes into the pit in the Soviet Union in the 70s.
That doesn't count.
But it counts because you're developing the technique and you're helping develop the technique, because all the coaches left the Soviet Union, went all over the world, just like the Chinese gymnasts and coaches went all over the world. And you're helping contribute to the scientific advancement of the skill. So I say it counts. In my pantheon, she's it.
Okay. In my pantheon, most of it is Amy Chow.
Which is who I was talking about, that I was like, guess who Spencer's going to put in bars? Amy Chow.
That is correct. Most of the statues, like 7 of the 8 statue spots in my bars pantheon, are Amy Chow. My first favorite gymnast, the one I was like, I like watching this. Whatever she's doing, that's the one I like.
All those stalters and with pirouettes.
Yeah. Not just stalters with pirouettes. It's a wonderful bars routine that even continued to improve. Like maybe her Sydney bars is even better than her Atlanta bars.
Yeah.
Potentially. I don't know. I'm putting them both in my pantheon. Her as like a doctor. She's just sitting over there, another statue in the pantheon, just chilling, being a doctor, being like, you know what? You could be a gymnast and not have like be a cuckoo person. She
is the other person I need to put in my white coat interview series. Okay. Li Ke Qinqin, 2008 Beijing Olympics, the controversial maybe ending of her and Nastia got the same score in the final, but Nastia lost the tie because of stupid tiebreakers. Like the Olympics don't have enough gold for a tie. Are you kidding me? The report yesterday, what was it? The IOC makes like a yearly $3 billion with a B. They're still not the Mormon Church, 200 billion. I believe it is. Is it billion? Wait, fact check me on that. No, it's
Just the important thing is to just throw out wild characterizations and then see if they're true later.
it's so much money, right? That you're like, wait, is that correct? And let me correct myself. It's 8 billion each quad. So every 4 years, the IOC is making $8 billion, but they don't have enough money for 2 gold medals for bars.
I don't think it's a money issue. I'm gonna say. I don't think they're like, we're too poor to have 2 gold medalists.
Right. It's the Scrooge McDuck.
You gotta have a winner. The whole point of this is to declare a winner. And the winner of that final should have been Yang Yilin anyway. And she got bronze. And she's in my pantheon. I love Hekashins too. And that Jaeger half, and it's so high, and she catches it, and it's actually a half twist.
Yeah. Hekashin. Yeah, I agree. We both agree. She's in the pantheon.
Yeah, but I'm definitely putting Yang Yilin because her bars was great and because she was robbed in the 2008 event final.
Okay. Beth Tweddle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's in my pantheon for several reasons.
Yeah.
So before we talk about Beth Tweddle though, so the IOC 8 billion each quad, 4-year revenue.
Tell me about the IOC money. The 2021 to 2024 Olympic cycle revenue was 12.4 billion. Thank you to Fact Checker for these numerical numbers. And they're sitting on 4.9 billion in cash and financial reserves.
But the most important thing is you have 1 winner instead of 2, even though 2 people could be equally perfect.
Why do we do it if you're going to just be like, you're all the winner?
Why does the on the day count if you don't have 2 people? If all that matters is what you do show up that day, then 2 people can be exactly as good as each other on that.
But who was better?
This is the whole problem with the world. Winners and losers. This is how we got climate change.
But how do you enjoy anything if there's not a winner and a loser? As we've established, the only thing I wanted when I saw The Sound of Music was a ranking of the Von Trapp children. This is what's important.
Okay. Beth Tweddle is in our bars pantheon for many reasons. Innovation, beautiful form. Her form, so fantastic. Toe point your toe like eagle's beak, as Jenny Pinches used to say that their coach told them. Their toe like eagle's beak. GB choreographer. And also because, remember she told us in an interview, like part of the reason she feels like she was able to stay as good as she was for so long into gymnastics, she went through puberty at a normal time with an injury, and so she learned her skills with an adult body and kept them that way. And so what are your favorite things about Beth Tweddle?
I feel like I put Beth Tweddle and kind of Chelsea Memel in the same era category of foreshadowing. Yeah. Like we connected 2 elements so that you could connect 19. Like it was the start of a different style of bars. And so definitely I would put both of them in my innovations category, where it's like Beth Tweddle was doing, a Tkachev with half turn to Yezhova, and that was like, whoa. And then everyone else in the modern era was like, oh, maybe I'll do that. And then, but also I'll do a Shapash and then this. And it's basically like it started with Beth Tweddle. It's Tweddle style bars. I feel like I'm always characterizing it as like, oh yeah, it's Beth Tweddle style bars. Connecting a bunch of releases.
Yep. Alex put Mustafina in here for
number 1 all time for me.
Oh, number 1 all time in the pantheon.
I think so. Yeah, I think Alia Mustafina is my all time favorite uneven bars worker.
So when you walk through the pantheon, she is sitting.
She's on top. She's sitting on everyone else's heads. She's just perched up there. She's balancing.
Perfect.
Sitting cross-legged on top of Horkina's head. And Horkina has to look up at her.
Oh my God. Horkina would find a way to blame someone for sabotaging her statue.
She would sneak in during the night and switch the positions of their statues. That's what she would do.
Oh, but she'd say it was a conspiracy against Russia. Even though Mustafina is Russian.
Yeah, I think Alia Mustafina, when she was doing her 1.5 twisting double back dismount as well, and that's my number one favorite.
Yeah,
bars routine.
I love her style of doing that. It's just pretty. And also, like, you could put a sword in her hand in an animation; it would look cool while she did it. This is what I imagine while I watch gymnastics, you guys. This is how my mind works. Okay. Sunisa Lee.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The 2000 era, Tokyo era.
I mean, I would say 2020 rather than 2000 because she was.
Oh my God, you guys. I can't do this. You guys, I'm just not going to mention numbers. I'm going to say.
Don't mention years. Just say people.
Tokyo, Beijing.
Just make sound effects and we'll guess at who you're thinking of.
Hair, you guys. The Tokyo era is
Suni's era. Yeah,
just absolutely spectacular. Her ability, to, like Nemour, adjust no matter what is happening in her routine because her technique, her strength, she has so much command of her skills that she could, change when she needed to. Oh, I'm a little bit off. I'm going to, all right, I'm not going to do the hard wash today, but I'm going to do XYZ. I can connect it. Just an absolute savant on bars. Which, I know you're not going to like this, but I have to put Horkina in here too.
I think she has to. I mean, it's a great routine. I just like making fun of her personality.
I know, me too.
But also was spent, how many years being super entertained by it.
Yes. Horkina. I mean, we just don't have a great, crazy villain anymore like Horkina. This is what
who wanted it and who was like, I want that identity.
And
I'm honestly, not worried about how I'm going to see him on social media.
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
You're all going to know about it.
Right. I don't care what you think. I'm going to do this anyway because I want to win. You're welcome. Yeah, she just...
Yes, but she should be. I mean, she should be on there. Amazing bars, innovative, won 80 million titles in a row, most accomplished. I mean, that's the hard thing about talking about, like, is Kaylia Nemour gonna become the best ever on bars? And I feel like already Pantheon. She's. It's hard for us because she's still brand new in our minds. But I think she's an Olympic champion. She's a world champion. She's doing things no one else thought possible. She's already in the Pantheon, but it's like you still have to win so many more titles to get to Horkina.
Yeah, you have to. And the thing is, like, so where are we considering in the Pantheon how many skills you have named after you in terms of innovation? Because Horkina has 3 bar skills named after her.
Well, what does she have versus what she should have that were removed because of the vast international conspiracy? Everybody
knows that. So the Horkina release, half turn over to high bar.
Yeah.
The clear hip, half catch.
The shapash half.
Shapash half, yeah. And she has the Stalder, which is also the Chow. Was the Chow? The Stalder.
Well, it's not officially the Chow.
Right. Which is
unacceptable.
Right. Vast international conspiracy against Amy Chow. But the Stalter, the back Stalter 1.5 turn. So, I mean, and she just has so many skills named after her. I mean, even vault, she has 2 vaults named after her. Except then they were taken out because it's stupid. But yeah.
She still has the round off half on tuck 1.5.
Yes.
That's still the Horkina.
Yeah.
But yes, she could have, and according to Horkina, would have 80. She invented every skill. It's like Nelly Kim. She kind of invented every skill.
Okay. Nemour. We talked about Nemour, but obviously Nemour has to be
Nemour. Yeah, I think she's already. I mean, I think it's fair to say you don't get a statue until you've retired. Yeah. But she can have like a drawing of what the statue is going to look like when she does retire because she's in it.
Yeah, I think she definitely is. Alex put some honorable mention routines in here.
Love it.
Like Elise Ray.
Oh, yeah.
Nationals Day 2.
So good. There's something about that. We were talking beforehand, like, we don't have a lot of Americans on our lists on beam and floor, and maybe should have more, but don't feel bad about it, especially on floor. But there's something about that, like, Elise Ray, Courtney Coupette's style bars that's just aggressive, fast, good amplitude, dynamic, that I find very satisfying. And yeah, that routine is in that group for me.
Yep. Mohulan and and Bai, because that's
Bai Wenjing, Bi Wenjing, that, like, innovator in terms of especially the one arm pirouettes on bars that became iconic for Chinese bars routines when apparently they stole them from Nastia. But she was, I think, the innovator and maybe the most stylish to ever do those. So yeah, that's in there for me.
Yeah. Should Nastia be in this category?
If you don't have to count dismounts, then yes, absolutely. No, it's a great routine, super decorated, should be. When she was able to still do a double lay, yeah. My only issue with it is that dismount drove me crazy, but it's more of a pet peeve thing than anything else. It's a great routine, absolutely. Nastia.
This is where I wish she would have switched to a Horkina technique to do a dismount, which is like the men's technique of you whip yourself over almost like a baby giant in a full pike, arm straight, full pike over the high bar, so you get as much speed as you want, and then just yank your tap at the very bottom. But you don't open into a stupid handstand at the top of the bar, because that's a waste of momentum. You throw your momentum around the bar in a pike position, and then use that for your tap, because that's why Horkina, who's 5'5", normal height person, was amazing on bars. When we saw other gymnasts get to that height, like Kyla Ross, and her bars weren't raised, then that became a problem. I will never forget. Raise the bars for Kyla Ross and her elite. Okay, moving on to beam.
How much time do we have? It might take 9 years. It might take 9 hours.
7 hours.
Okay. Do we have to put some kind of limits on ourselves?
No.
With beam? Because
absolutely not.
Just list great beam routines forever, because it is obviously the best event. And there's the biggest Pantheon. It gets a double Pantheon room just for beam. Obviously. As it should.
It is
number one selection. Olga Mastupanova. Done. Best one.
Yes. I agree with that.
That mount, handstand, turn in split in handstand to immediate back handspring Anodi. When she did that and the time she hit it, that's the best beam. That's just the best. That's the best anything that's ever happened on a balance beam. It was that.
Yang Bo.
Oh, Yang Bo. With the Yang Bo. That 1990 World Cup final when she also hit her dismount. That full routine may be the best full routine beam. That would be because Mastupanova always had like 2 balance checks and then still got a 9-9. But Yang Bo, that one time she hit a dismount is the best. Yeah.
And Yang Bo, the split jump where it's not a ring, your back leg is straight, and you just whack your head onto your thigh behind you. The hamstring whacker. It's a thing of beauty. It's nuts. But yeah.
They had to create a new shorthand that just draws an outline of what her body kind of looked like. It wasn't like, oh, we already have this, we're going to add a little line to indicate another half twist on the upgrade. They had to create a whole new thing. And it looks like a line drawing of a swan, and it's great.
We've already gone too far into beam without me mentioning Li.
Oh, I know. We talked about 2 people. I'm very sorry.
Li, the most creative, interesting beam routine ever done. The way that she did a backspin into a underneath the beam scale, you lay on your back, you throw yourself
do a backspin, You
Grab
lean back like you're doing flash dance.
Grab your
and
leg
then you
under the
grab
beam.
one leg under the beam.
And then yank yourself to a split.
Every child in the early 90s was like, this is the height of glamour. This is artistry. This is perfect. This is my entire personality. Goodbye forever.
This is how I have a tiny scar on my back from trying to learn.
your Lily scar.
My Lily scar from dumbly getting a Leo in the Tasha Schweikert line that had a little hole, like a peekaboo hole in the back.
Oh, so this is way later than Lily, if it was in the Tasha Schweikert line.
This was the 2000s when I was still,
okay.
And trying to learn that backspin. Like, I should have put a bunch of moleskin on my back or tape and then done it. But, I wore a little hole in my back working on that backspin, and it's not easy.
The price of beauty.
That's what it is. Also, I want to put a new entry into this Pantheon.
Okay.
Ke Qinqin.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
She's barely competed.
And you've already got at least a placeholder drawing for her,
right,
in the Pantheon.
I mean, some of those people, maybe she'll never go to a Worlds or an Olympics in the future, but one of the most beautiful beam routines we've ever done. The mastery of gigantic handspring front. The front aerial that looks like she's CG'd? CGI'd? What is it called?
She's computer graphic.
She's computer graphic. It's not real because it's so high. Yeah. Okay, what Alex has Gutsu on here. I feel like that's 92 Olympics Gutsu. Bobblehead.
If we're picking a 92 Olympics, I'm picking Lysenko over Gutsu. I'm going to say. If we have the space concerns, I'm going to say I'm picking Lysenko.
Are you picking Lysenko because of variety of skill? That's why I would put her.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just think.
I think it's the more impressive routine.
And even though she said she never said this, I like beam, it obeys me, is the greatest misquote or intentional plant for a storyline there's ever been. More gymnasts need to do this. Jordan Childs told us, like, what do you want us, what's your story? What do you want people to know about you going into the Olympics? I'm that girl. And then all the headlines are that girl. Like the beam obeys me. Like Panor should have used, I am the dominatrix of beam. She should have gone with that. It's so like not her personality then. Okay. So also, what about 92? All those, like, I'm going to do 5 layouts in a row. Handspring 4 layouts.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
This is why there is a certain a collection of us who every time someone will do 2 layouts in NCAA and they're like, whoa, really risky 3 series. I'm like, add 2 more layouts on the end of it and then give me a call on the landline.
Yes, this is we dialed the rotary.
Back in my day,
we dialed the rotary.
We did 4 layout step outs. And then we put another beam on the end, and we did 4 more layout step outs.
We dialed the rotary phone to your grandma because she was doing that.
And it was avocado colored. With
2 more layouts to your 2 layouts. That's right, 4. When you had to gainer your last layout to stay on the beam. Okay? Yeah. Speaking of which, next up in Alex's list
is the correct answer, Kui Yuanyuan from the 1997 World's Event Final. With a layout full.
Which is perfect.
Correct. The correct answer for, if we're doing Sydney quad, that's the whole quad for me. 97, It was done. And then we don't have to think about the Sydney Olympics, and that's just better for everyone. Because it went so well. It was so good. It was so clean.
It is so nice to see people doing layout fulls now. We had 2 in Paris. At least by the end. But they're just not like hers. Hers was the most legit and actual full, not a whip, twist yourself.
Yeah.
An actual full would get actual credit because her body is straight through the 45 degrees before she lands. Just amplitude. You can't tell if she's on the floor or beam. That's what we want to see. Perfection. Now, Alex has Moceanu 98 nationals. Moceanu 98 was my favorite Moceanu.
Okay.
Goodwill Games era winning.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great year for her. Yes.
Yeah.
I like the tone that I can tell when you say, now Alex has, when I know you disagree. It's a higher voice. Now Alex has.
There is something about, like, she doesn't come to mind when I'm like, who's in my pantheon of beam?
Mm-hmm.
But I also can see her being like,
because you hate America? Is it because you? I think it's because you hate America.
It is.
Yeah.
I can see like her importance in people's gymnastics, how they became a fan.
Oh, hugely important. And we haven't even gotten to floor yet.
Right. I'm doing my like baby having a fit on the floor choreography. Yeah. Like she was so important to that. Her story and like the maturity that she had in 98 was like the best Moceanu we saw. Mm-hmm. And then that was it. You know, she was hurt. I mean, she tried to come back later, but that was her best era. And I think for me, it's that importance of seeing like a child go to an adult and exceed their gymnastics is better as an adult. For me, it's that maturity that we saw in her routine. She always had beautiful form.
Can I? I feel like, have we jumped into the 2000s? Are we okay? Can I jump into the 2000s?
You can Pavlova now.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would gladly Pavlova. I was gonna Fanyi from Anaheim 2003.
Yes.
The correct choice. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Fanyi.
Just in terms of absorbing the beam into your next element and making it seem like you are landing on something that wants you to be there. That's Fanyi. It wasn't the beam obeys me. It was like the beam and I get each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was a communal. It was a relationship of equals. Yes. It wasn't a dominance relationship. It was like, you want me here. I want to be here. We are one.
I love that description. I also love that area of Chinese beam too, because it was the back dive around the side Corbett skill. So basically
around the side?
Yeah. Remember that like 2003, they were all doing this, like imagine a Corbett, but instead of going directly backwards, you go sideways and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that like skill isn't done anymore. But it was so cool to watch and so unusual. And there was a lot of the team was doing it. I have to go back in time again. Sorry.
Okay, but please go back in time.
We didn't mention the 80s enough, which was the best beam.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, there's more 80s.
Okay.
I mentioned my 80s, Mustafina, but there's more 80s. Yeah.
Davidova.
Sure.
Moscow. Yeah. Nadia Moscow, which also could have been her best era.
Oh, really?
I
feel like
76.
10's notwithstanding, but I do feel like 76 was Nadia's better Olympics than 80. But I would also say I think Davidova is one who, in like the time she was able to compete after 80, was the time I was like, oh yeah. And by that I mean watching it back later, I'm like, those are the ones for me. But that's the way it is for most people. I'm like, oh, now that it's already not cool to like you, now I've decided to like you.
Also, Victorova, like that's another that I'm like, you can't, all the things you want her and Davidova, like everything you want in a beam routine. I mean, this is the thing. What China
explain why they're on your list. Yeah.
Yes. What China and the Soviet Union were doing in this era was the perfect combination of crazy our acrobatics. Do all the acrobatics, the fulls, the death-defying gymnastic stuff, doing all the, layouts in a row, while at the same time combining, they would always have some unusual skill that you didn't see normally. Like it might be a handstand with, at the end of the beam, pirouette into a reverse planche, or it might be a freaking Yurchenko beam mount, which is a round off full twist onto the beam. to front support. And the dance. It was a ballet routine performed on beam with crazy acrobatics and all that stuff. And something interesting that you want to go try in the hallway while you're at the meet. This is always my measure of, is it exciting gymnastics? Do you want to try it at home? Is there something that you're like, what? I want to try that, like a backspin, like the side roll, for instance, you know, the log roll of various kinds. That even Moceanu's, you know, even though Silvesh did this before and it was done all before, but that the mount where you are doing, you're holding handstand behind your head, turning down the beam, like those creative things that are fun to watch. Yeah, all of those. Okay. Speaking
of Soviets in the 80s, is Olesia Dudnik on your list? In your Pantheon?
Dudnik is in there for sure. It's really crowded.
In terms of difficult, just like, I'm going to go for it. And it's 1989. So fast forward 30 years, all of you people doing your D elements, I was doing so much more difficulty than you in 1989. Deal with that.
Yes. Okay. Komova.
Okay, we're fast forwarding.
Yes. Oh wait, did we? Oh yeah, we can go back to. Oh wait, we didn't talk about Pavlova. Are we including Pavlova?
Oh yeah, because I hijacked it and started talking about Fan Yi. Yes, Pavlova, purely for arm positions, if nothing else. It was like that's what we're looking for.
For carriage.
Yeah.
For form. For presentation. For this is an artist performing gymnastics. Pavlova.
I think about that even to jump to floor for a second. Like in the 2008 quad, when you had to do so many elements that like you kind of forgive people for not doing any dance because there was just no time in your minute and a half routine. Her routine, even though there's not a lot of choreography there, it's just like, you know how to perform, like you know how to present yourself, you know how to stand, you know how to be. And it's just enjoyable, even though everyone was like, oh my God, I have to do 5 passes. Maybe I'll flick my ass just up. Oh God, I'm too tired. That's the theme of all of the floor routines from 2006 to 2008 was, yeah, I mean, I'll just like shove a hip over here, I guess.
Shove a hip over here. Oh, okay. Back to beam. The most important. Back to beam. Okay.
And the 2008 era. So famously, the highest execution score on beam of the open quad era is Nastia at that Pac Rims in 2008, where she got a 9.8 execution score. And I would say, I mean, we've talked about Nastia on bars. My Nastia Pantheon routine is her beam routine. That's what I think is her strongest apparatus. That's the one I would go back to watch the most.
I agree. Like, I would, as you know, change her choreography drastically. I think that her choreography...
Because every time she did a butt shelf, Jessica died.
I was like, why? This is unnecessary. Just stop with that. Yeah, I would have gotten her a different choreographer because the butt shelf is not the thing. Like, I feel like it was supposed to be like Moulin Rouge, Can Girl, like pose with the... Is that what that is supposed to be?
I don't know.
You bend one leg, you keep one straight, you turn sideways, you put one arm in the air, and then you flip your wrist down. It's like like it's some kind of performing artist woman of the late 1800s Europe. That's what I'm seeing it as. Okay. And I just don't think that lent itself to her personality or performance. But thank you so much for clarifying. Nastia minus butt shelf, gorgeous beam. Beautiful, fluid, innovative, lovely to watch. And we love a press handstand mount. Why not do a press handstand mount? It gets woos from the crowd now because people never see a freaking handstand.
No, there's no point to do one. You just don't do them on beam.
If you're a gymnast, you do a million press handstands. So yeah, I agree with that. Komova is totally in the Pantheon. 100%.
Explain.
So
I don't disagree. That wasn't an explain for disagreement purposes, but just for explaining purposes.
I would put Komova earlier than London Olympics, like 2010.
Like Youth Olympic Games, Komova.
When did she do? Didn't she do backhand? Did she do back handspring and Nodi series? Am I imagining that? There was something she did as a junior that she never did again as a senior. But I think that was her best era. Like I 100% watching qualifications in Tokyo at the 2010 Worlds, I think it was. I was like, oh, she's winning. Like she's totally gonna win. And I remember I said that to a USA Gymnastics official.
2011. Yeah, 2011.
2011, sorry. And I said that to a USA Gymnastics official, and that person was like, oh, really? Like offended.
Revoked your media credential immediately.
Yeah, I was there as a fan, but I was like,
oh yeah.
Did you watch the same practice that I did? Like, or qualification? Like she looks amazing. So yeah, that's the era I would put her in. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we did bars. We didn't put Gabby Douglas in there. Do we need a Gabby Douglas in bars?
So this is the thing. I have always felt like the sum of her parts was better than any individual routine.
Yeah.
She's in the all-around pantheon.
Yeah,
she's in the gamers pantheon. She's in the champions pantheon. But on an individual event, I wouldn't necessarily pick it.
Yeah. Because I think about her beam, which I loved watching, but I also don't. Yeah, she is a all-around for me. Mm-hmm. Which I kind of want to put Panor in.
And
here.
Also, we hate America, so
obviously
we can't put her in there.
I want to put Panor in beam, even though I didn't love her beam, but she really.
I want to put her beam routine in there, even though I didn't love it.
Like she pioneered.
Yeah.
Just stick your head out if that works for you. Like you will never be told to stick your head out on anything in gymnastics. You want to keep your head neutral. You want to balance your inner ear. So you don't want to arch. Your head needs to stay neutral. Don't get lost in the air. But she was like, nope, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to shove my head out on my round off on all of my skills. Like I need to see where I'm going and it works for me. So shut it.
Yeah. Do what you need to do.
Okay.
The Catalina Panor story. Have we reached far enough in time that I can put Flavia on here?
Since birth through now. Okay.
Flavia birth through, right. So she's eligible from birth. Yes. Switch ring, correct. Performance, elegance, perfect, done. It's Flavia.
Manila Esposito.
Boom. Yeah.
She's going in.
She's in.
For fluidity of is it an artistic swimming routine or gymnastics? That's how beautiful and lovely everything melds together. Like cake batter. Something delicious. Cake batter.
If we are going back to the original Alex's original construct A of 5 per event, which we've far exceeded on beam. Sanne 2016 Rio Championship routine is one of my 5.
And also this was revolutionary.
And that's for appeal and revolutionary composition. That was so different than anything anyone else is doing that it's so good that, as you mentioned with Komova, and you saying to a USA Gymnastics official, like, she's going to win, and then be like, oh, how dare you? Sanne's Rio beam routine is so good that even behind closed doors, USA Gymnastics officials were like, she deserved to win.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen a lot.
Right.
Especially then, in those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a rare instance where it was like, oh yeah, even at your most, like, you're not intentionally presenting your public face, like even in your like unattractive behind the scenes face, you're still saying like, oh yeah, she deserved to win. She deserved to be the Olympic beam champion.
And like why this is so revolutionary is because she maximized dance and connection without needing all the acrobatics. Like she still had acrobatics in there, but it was so smart. Like the origin of code hacking, which we used to say code whoring, should be
sometimes it is. I mean, I know it's not appropriate to say sometimes it's code whoring. This is code hacking because it's good.
Right, because it's so smart. And it's also so hard. Like there's a reason she doesn't often hit those connections because it's so hard to connect the turns, jumps, and acrobatics together. It's why people don't do it. They're just like, let me just do a back handspring layout and get it out of the way because I can just stay in the same. Turning and doing all of those things together is so difficult. So revolutionary, inventive, and that was part of that whole era of Netherlands gymnasts. Zhou Yaqin.
Yeah. I mean, we have some very strong modern beamers, and there's some recency. Like, if we were doing this in 1993, there were probably some people we've totally forgotten to mention now that would have been, front of the mind. But yeah, I love watching Zhou Yaqin. I love watching Zhang Qingying. You mentioned Ko Chen-Chen. This era of Chinese beam is extremely strong, both in terms of utilizing the code well, even though there are things about the current beam code that bother me in how much they don't reward individually great, difficult acro skills. Like, it's all connections. It's all connected D acro in a mix series, which gets a little samey for me. They have perfected that, but also are doing special, interesting things, either a memorable style like Zhou Yaqin or a memorable element like Zhang Qingying's back dive, where there's still some, it's not the full cookie cutter experience. It's like, this is memorable enough that I'm not getting it confused with 15 other routines.
Yep. Speaking of the 2003 era, I want to mention Yezheva because her beam was kind of revolutionary at the time because she was doing like front air. What was she doing? Like front handspring or front aerial to side flip to something else. It was like 3 skills that involved a side flip in there somewhere, and just no one was connecting a side flip. That was not, no one wants to connect a side flip.
I feel like there's a whole category of gymnasts who have bars skills named after them and who you think they're special for their bars, but actually beam was their best event.
Yeah.
And I would put Natalia Shaposhnikova there as well. So many people do Shapashas. It's like, so her name is synonymous with bars. And I'm like, her bars was fine. Beam was her good one.
Yep. I agree with that.
I'm surprised. You know who I'm surprised you have not mentioned yet?
Mohini.
Dina Kochetkova.
Oh, Kochetkova. Oh, you guys, our pantheons we're going to need.
We have to add another wing.
We need does Greece have enough mountains we're going to have to move into the Dolomites, maybe Crete. We're going to have to spread these around to have enough room for our places. Kochetkova, full twisting back handspring. That was legit. And yeah, innovation. Also the Horkina too on beam.
Yeah.
Horkina was amazing on beam, and she took advantage, like doing a cartwheel gainer, twisting dismount off the side. People don't do that. Connecting her mount. So she had enough room to do connected series on beam. Those kind of things. And she had a totally different style on beam, which was, I'm just relaxing here. I'm just slowly doing my skills and you will enjoy them. And then Shannon Miller, you can't, it's beam.
Oh, totally.
Shannon Miller.
Yeah. Absolutely Shannon Miller. If we're doing per quad, she might be my Atlanta quad beam. No, you can't argue with Podkopayeva, but she's right there. She's right up there. They're both right up there.
Podkopayeva, having a head spin.
Yeah, very important.
That's and like perfect form, just perfect form.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's very challenging.
Shannon Miller's back dive half quarter with a quarter turn. Kochetkova and Horkina both did the back dive to kip position, which is nuts. You're like, let me grab the beam that also like suck myself in like a turtle and then lay on my back.
Yeah. So I have a question for you that might be difficult. Is Simone Biles in your beam pantheon?
No.
Explain.
Simone's beam is very well executed. I love she's at her cheekiness, like her paparazzi. I'm taking a picture of you, or the bang, 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 shut up part of her choreography. But except her, when she did her triple double dismount,
She didn't do a triple-double on beam.
Triple-double was
She could, but...
yeah, triple-double was for a double-double dismount. There isn't anything where I'm like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Like, it's amazing to watch her, like, do beam because she's so efficient and she does it her technique is very different from any of the top beamers in the world. She has her own style. But yeah, she's not in my pantheon of beam. Even though
even though she's won a million titles. Yeah, my thing is that when you watch Simone on beam, I agree. It is, deserves super high scores, very impressive. She always has looked like she's fighting against the beam. Like she's not quite comfortable. Like it's not quite absorbed. It's a little stiff. And it's just like compared to the people who are like, I am in the pantheon for beam, there is more comfort and fluidity in terms of their landing. It's like sometimes when Simone's doing beam, it's like when you try to put two magnets against each other and they're repelling each other.
Yeah.
It looks like they're kind of fighting against each other.
Maybe it is because now we know she's had a smashed toe for 700 years.
She was fighting. The beam was fighting back. Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think she's ever gotten fixed. Okay, shall we move to floor?
I think we have to, otherwise we'll be here all night.
We have so much to talk about.
I mean, can you imagine how much Jessica's going to have to say about floor?
You guys, I had to stop myself on beam, floor. Okay, Alex and I agree. Number one in the pantheon, Podkopayeva, 96 Olympics, double front half, form.
Can't argue with it. Wonderful.
Just the mastery of the bounder. Like, no one used a bounder for speed like she did. Let me get into these front passes. Just exceptional. Made herself stand out. Yeah, Ukrainian genius.
Something I'll throw in, starting with some of our just general favorites, is Omelianchik, 1985. In terms of just the back-to-back passes, the elegance, even though it is not my favorite actual style of floor choreography, it fit her exactly. It is style of movement, choreography, gymnastic style, movement style, everything exactly. It's the right routine for the right person, not we think this will go over well. And for as much as I love 80s floor, 70s floor, there's a lot of cynical. There's a lot of like, you're gonna think this is pretty because it's like a violin music. And it's not like that's not still happening today. But that was just correct. It was the correct routine for her.
Yep.
And showing you could do back-to-back passes. You don't have to do a pass and then stop. You can tumble into tumbling. And
with power. Not like some people like, oh, I'm going to squat for a long time. Oh my God, I have to go again. But like powerful, strong, like Dawes doing that too. Was just like, this is not a problem for me. I can keep going. And when we do 4 right across the floor, right in a row, I can do that. Silivash, I have to put in here too. Especially her compulsory routines. The compulsory routines in the 80s and 90s were beautiful. Compulsory routines that we don't have. I mean, there were
when the good ones did it.
Yes.
And then there was that subdivision where you were like, oh God.
Where you're like,
no. Again.
Oh God.
Deep breath.
Stop trying to do this. This is not, I mean, but the way the Soviets, the Romanians did them, the way some, a Kathy Johnson, for instance, did a compulsory floor was beautiful. The problem is you had to be able to do a back walkover. And, after puberty, no one should have to do a back walkover or a front walkover. This is my contention. It's a no for me. But Silivash just had everything on floor. She had power, she had the tumbling, she had grace, she had musicality. Even though she did that weird ode to breakdancing floor.
Well, it was the time.
It was the time. I cannot tell you how popular breakdancing was. Like everyone was getting, a box, putting the cardboard down and trying to do all the breakdancing, which turns out you need to be as strong as a gymnast to do. Okay. Alex put Moceanu 96 in here and he said controversial, but also so iconic and probably the reason I fell in love with gymnastics. This is is it the Devil Went Down to Georgia that she did? Yeah. The thing I love,
she's doing that pounding the floor tantrum, and I'm like, she really didn't want to go down to Georgia. A whole child at the mall tantrum about having to go down to Georgia with that devil.
It fit her to do this.
It is another one that fit, but even though it's like I'm having her act like she's 5.
Like there were other gymnasts that did the choreography, this style of choreography, and it really was like vault ankle. No.
Remember Reese Guang's Devil Went Down to Georgia floor routine? It was lovely.
Why am I but Carrie Strug? Carrie Strug, like every time she did these kind of teens, you could tell she's just like, this is so stupid. I'm 19. What the hell? But for Moceanu was iconic, and I loved her front handspring straddle through Shushanova. It's so pretty. It's like something that's, simple, unless you've tried it and you know what happens if you land too tilted forward or too tilted back and remove your kneecaps. But I agree. This should probably be in the... Okay, Vanessa Atler.
Okay, win.
Alex
anytime be an Atler.
98 Goodwill games, but really anytime.
Anytime. Just do anytime she did a double A punch front.
Yeah. Innovation category on floor.
Okay.
Mo Huilan for her 94 typewriter routine. This is the typewriter by Leroy Anderson, 1950, which I hope is not in copyright anymore, so we can play a little bit of it on here. But I'll have to check. Has it been 75 years since then? No,
we're up to 76.
Oh, we're at 76. That's right. So hopefully, he doesn't have a family member that still has it in the trust. It's so creative and cool, and the choreography was perfect for it. That was genius. Was it Popa who did her choreography then? I think it was. Produnova.
I know you. I'm surprised at how little Produnova has come up.
I
mentioned her on bars.
I know. I want Produnova on every event. For me, she's in the pantheon of everything. But not the all-around pantheon, but individually.
She could be in the all-around pantheon. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Produnova. But she's also just my favorite of everything. So then I'm like, I need to talk about other people, not just Produnova the whole time.
Whatever. It's your pantheon.
But 2000 Olympics, this was her ballistic floor. It was like a revolutionary kind of floor that she did. Came from a wrist injury, so she's trying to barely use her hand. Everything was a jump, including that, full twisting, split leap into land and split into like a backspin circle thing into another split into, it was just, and her Arabian double front punch front, that is not, and she started doing that in 97 with that tango routine. That was rare at the time. A double front was...
I mean, it's still rare.
Yeah. A double front
punch had like the Ali Raceman era, but it's still pretty rare.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary to do that, but her front tumbling was so good. But you just didn't see that. I have to mention, anytime we talk about pantheons, my favorite Cuban of all time, not Manrique, although I do love Manrique. Jesús Rivera of Cuba, 1985. The best men's floor routine that's ever been done in the history of gymnastics. I am going to talk about Kyle Schufelt, don't worry. But even Kyle would say Jesús Rivera is the man. So double Arabian in 1985. Do you know how hard the floor was in 1985? Yeah, it was basically concrete with a tiny spring that was like a mattress spring. The floors were hard. It has a backspin in it. He had a head spin. There is a head spin in a floor routine in 1985, and Jesús Rivera did it. He had a straight leg side flip, those beautiful, like high side flip step out with your legs perfectly straight, like a pike position. He has a tong fei. He had ballet jumps in it that might be called leaps in ballet. It's just the difficulty of the tumbling, the artistry, and the combination put together. It's it is my favorite men's floor routine ever of all time, and it is the way men's floor should be done. That's how it's supposed to look. That's the intention of floor. Kyle Schufelt. 2000 Olympics.
Yes, you've mentioned.
The most perfect Olympic floor of men.
Is Kyle your favorite men's gymnast ever? Because he's come up twice already.
Well, he is one of my favorite ever, actually. But Carlos Yulo, I mean, it's interesting. Like Kyle Schufelt and Carlos Yulo are very similar in their like approach to like, we're gonna chill, we're gonna enjoy ourselves, we're gonna compete, like, but just lovely people. You know what I mean? In that way. But yeah, innovation, perfect landings, technique, all of it. Okay, innovation category. Spencer, you didn't even mention Celine van Herner, Netherlands.
Makeup innovation?
Yes. Cats routine. Shout out to Damon, who remembered, was like, wait, do I remember how I did my makeup in the Cats musical in the 80s? Okay, let me try this on you. We have to mention her for innovation. And then I feel like Athora.
Absolutely. If I'm adding anyone from after 1990, I'm adding Athora and Brooklyn Morse.
Yeah.
For modern, like post 2010, post open code era floor, my two possible entries would be Athora and Brooklyn.
Why Athora?
Her 2015, particularly her 2015 Worlds floor routine, I think is the best floor routine in terms of emoting, playing a character, performing in a way you want to watch again and again and again. And I think what separates it from others is that some of the other modern ones, because I went back and I watched hers from that Worlds and I watched Li Ke's from that Worlds as well, another very strong one. I will say, if I'm picking one, I'd pick Athora's because Li Ke's relies on how good the music is, and you have a response to it more because of the music, and Athora's is more because of just what Athora is doing. And it is,
this is the zombie ballerina routine.
Aren't they all zombie ballerina routines?
Well, there's the one where in the Tokyo routine, she sang the lyrics.
No, this is not what she is. Not when she
sang the melody.
This is pre that. Yeah, it's just the most memorable one. It's actual dancing. It's actual performance.
Right. Exactly.
And it's interesting how much I'm like forgot about tumbling when we're talking about floor, because I'm like, that's not what makes a memorable floor routine to me. Of course, we're going to put Simone on this list,
right?
But it's not what I'm thinking of when I'm like, what was her tumbling? I don't care. Did she stay in bounds? Probably not. I don't know.
I had to go back and be like, oh wait, what tumbling did they do? Because honestly, the ones that you remember and stand out are, and this brings me to, I'm going to construct B now.
Yeah. Okay. And construct B is by quad.
Yes. Construct B is the era is 1989. So
the correct era, the year of floor. Yeah.
Yes. This was breakdancing, neon, bangs up to new wave, perms. It was a different from any other era, stands out so much. The best single perms and bangs.
The thing I love so much about, I think, like late 80s Soviet floor, it's like end of the Soviet Union, last week before spring break, like everyone is just gone cuckoo. And they just kind of they stopped trying to be so pretty. And they were just like, what if my leg was a cigarette and I smoked it? And that was my floor routine. And we were like, great, do it. Fine, bogey, go.
Exactly. The 1989 Worlds best floor world championships of all time. Not the final, the whole thing.
The whole deal. The whole vibe.
Everybody that did floor. Lashenova, which has the blue leotard, the era where she did that, the most beautiful, like, I don't know, 20 seconds of choreography that's ever been done in a gymnastics routine, where she does that jump full turn and it starts in front attitude, ends in back attitude, and then she does a a back turn with her legs split on her shoulder and then dances out of it. It's pain of a nation. It's beauty. It's pain. It's just absolute art. Oh yeah, and her tumbling was really good too. That Olga Strazheva did the
Classic.
rites
one of the
of
most
spring.
beloved floor routines ever.
Yeah. The Rites of Spring ballet. That this is where you're talking about. They were just like, screw it.
Because I'm just gonna like do it as a in the guise of a cat burglar with a broken neck, which is basically like that's what I think of when I think of that floor. It's like her neck is broken at the beginning, and then she's tiptoeing into this cat burglar. I'm thinking of the right person, right?
Yes, the one that starts like she's a crab. Yeah.
She's like the worst cat burglar in the world because she's like tiptoeing along for part of that routine, and it's like, oh my god, you're being so obvious. I can see you. It's great.
Your Rites of Spring ballet is not beautiful. It was a decision. It was we're gonna stand out.
I mean, I would say it is beautiful, but it's not it's not traditionally what you would think of.
Her routine is beautiful. The ballet itself is creepy and weird. It's about like
creepy is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, as we know from Aethora, but Boganskaya won this world,
making out with herself, that Spanish guitar routine. Yeah,
it's just, and it's so weird. It's just like they weren't afraid to make shapes with their body that might not be absolutely beautiful. Like stick your chin up and stretch your neck. That's what America had at this point after Kathy Johnson, and Boganskaya is doing something totally different. Dudnik, Bontosh was here. Yang Bo was in this. Silavash. Oh, speaking of which, I didn't tell you that at the big Nastia Gala, when they made her coins and the 50-year anniversary of her medal, and they had the thing in the palace, Marta was there. Marta Karolyi.
Oh, whoa. I thought she was done appearing places.
I know. Well, that's the thing. And you never see Nastia and the Karolyis have not been in the same place in like 40 years. So that was very interesting that she was there too. She also had like a dedication at Deva. They did a dedication to her, and they have a bunch of pictures up of her now and stuff of the Karolyis, and Bella's dead, so Marta was there. Okay, Memel, 2003 world's floor era.
For the butt bounce.
Yeah, where she had her original coach who did such great choreography with her. That era. That's the one. Like, it was very creative. Her gymnastics really stood out because of the choreography choices. She always had crazy tumbling and skills and all of that stuff. But that Alex liked 08 Olympic trials, but that's not the era for me.
That's a standard, like day 2 08 Olympic trials is a standout routine because it was like the last one and she stuck her last pass. It was a whole deal.
Yeah. I guess for like performance in a competition. But her 2003 era is.
And as mentioned, you can put things on here for sentimental reasons.
Yes. Which Alex is allowed to. It's his commission. We will accept it. I don't accept the next one though. Li Ke Weaver's 2015 World's event final floor.
I love that performance. I mean, I'm saying I'm picking Aethora's over it on that team that year, but I do think it's one where the music is so good that you're kind of like, this is beautiful. But that's why I pick Aethora more, because it relies a little bit less on the music being great. Yeah. But I think it's a great routine.
It's a great routine. It's not in my pantheon, I guess.
You're allowed to put what you want in your pantheon as well.
The floor pantheon, you're so funny, Alex, with 5. The floor pantheon is now taking up 7 mountaintops.
Yeah, it's too hard. I have barely started.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I haven't even gotten through
so many more.
Yet.
I don't even have the inventor of Pain of a Nation, Natalia Frolova, hasn't even come up yet.
Oh my God, she's first in my pain. We haven't got.
Oh, okay. We got it. We got it. I should not have doubted that you were going to get Pain of a Nation covered. Yeah.
Pauline,
but yeah, we should talk about like tumbling and like Simone or whatever.
Yes.
Like,
Paulina
she's never
Schaefer?
invest. Oh, okay. Paulina Schaefer, we're on now?
On Rio Olympics, that's what Alex has for his. I always really like her style and her choices of choreography. I don't know if she's in my pantheon. I would put, you know who else I would put in my pantheon? MPK. Marta P. Hunkalesha.
Okay.
Always interesting, has hard tumbling. Pink Panther routine, iconic. Iconic. It's like Sylvia Matova and her Blues for Clock routine, which I also put in here. It is the time, the music, the specifics. They are an iconic pairing. Okay, Simone, period, floor, Simone.
Yeah, at a certain point, like as I was saying, like I don't remember what your choreography is, but when you have a certain level of tumbling ability, you're in the pantheon for innovation, doing things no one else thought were going to be possible, and doing like 5 of them in the same routine. It's no question, she is in the floor pantheon.
Yeah. The innovation on floor, the million different skills, the triple double. Alex has noted that routine at Stuttgart Worlds. That was just nuts to see that. The Biles 1, the Biles 2, that time that she tripped on the carpet,
which is the Biles 3,
it's just. Yeah.
That time in Paris when she wouldn't stop saluting so that she didn't get the deduction. That's the Biles 4.
That is when you walk into the floor pantheon, that's actually the first statue. Like you walk under Simone holding her hands up in the Paris.
See, the thing with Simone is that she has so many personality statues before you even get to the gymnastic statue, because she has the bee in the bouquet statue.
Yes.
She has the rolling her eyes and saying that routine was a piece of shit statue.
Arse.
She has the single-handedly getting the ranch clothes statue with a tweet statue. She has her tweeting is definitely one of the statues. Her looking at her phone and doing her makeup and then being like, beautiful. That's a statue. Mm. She has so many. And then floor tumbling is also one of
them. Alex has this, and I also have this. Ferrari at the Tokyo Olympics floor final. That was the most iconic, beautiful, standalone piece of gymnastics I think I've ever witnessed in person. It was glorious in that it was so good. It should have had a symphony. It should have had Pavarotti. It should have been done in a Coliseum. It should have been done in the actual Pantheon, because the actual Pantheon, the one in Italy that rains through the top, that one, it's such a beautiful place. It deserved to be done there. I appreciate the judges followed the rules, because obviously Ferrari should have been the winner. But I think by the judging standard, okay, it went to Jade, I guess. But I don't understand how anyway. There's only 150 of us maybe who saw that in person in Tokyo, and it was art. It was everything gymnastics is supposed to be. That routine for me is one of the greatest achievements in gymnastics. I cannot say enough positive things. It was so incredible to witness. It deserved to be on a stage. Okay, Andrade.
Being Andrade, yeah.
Rebeca Andrade always has kept it fun. Always has kept some Brazilian in her Brazilian dance, something in her routine. And she's also she doesn't do floor all the time. She takes specific years off of floor. And everything she does is just fun, beautiful. You see her spirit in her routines. And I love that. Okay, we have gotten to, are you ready? The pain of the nation. Do you even have a violin portion?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, please introduce on the list.
What I mentioned before, Natalia Frolova. Yeah. Okay, what I love about this routine, besides just being super expressive, and I'm sure we've talked about this before, but it is also what she manages to do is still not be caught in an artistry box of this is what's artistic. It is artistic and it's dramatic, but it's also kind of up-tempo sometimes and a really athletic routine. And it's not just I'm trying to beautiful around. And I think that's what what it brings, why it's like the first thing that comes to mind. I mean, maybe for me, the first thing that comes to mind is Maria Filatova, 1979, which is like the pain of a nation to the extreme. And then Frolova has it, but it's also like kind of a more active jocks routine, kind of. Is that weird to say?
No, I know what you mean.
But you know what I mean? Yeah.
And next, we come to the queen, modern day queen of Pain of a Nation. Brooklyn Moors.
Yeah.
I can't
talk about emoting.
I can't talk about her floor without starting to cry.
We know. Oh, we know.
If you ever can't cry and you know you need to get it out, or you're gonna like do it in the middle of the meeting, or when you start a phone call, watch Brooklyn Moors floor routines, and your tears will come.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Which Brooklyn Moors floor routine?
Well, now I'm gonna cry because I can't. I'm gonna say probably. I mean, all of them, but Stuttgart.
Mm-hmm.
Stuttgart was one that so stood out to me. And that was like, if she was able to do some of her peak gymnastics or her elbow and her back, and she'd made some changes in her coaching, it was, I think, she always says I don't think of anything when I do my floor, but for me, I think of everyone's entire backstory as I watch them. And for me, it was like, you've gone through all this stuff, you've had these injuries, and now you're coming to this. It was absolutely beautiful. Now I'm gonna, she has a quality that is just so rare and intrinsic and beautiful, and I wish she would go into the arts in some way. She's just so talented. Yeah, maybe she's gonna go into the arts. I'm also putting Leah Homa, another great Canadian. Her all cello floor routine at UCLA, and she did her flares too. And there's not a lot of, there's so many great college routines, but I feel like a lot of colleges now feel pressured to do like, oh, what songs, like a Savannah Bananas game, like what songs do the crowd know? And they'll sing along and it's upbeat, like there, she took a chance.
It's all crowd service. Yeah.
Right. And it's like, the crowd also needs to cry and feel things, especially now. Like, let your emotions out. Like, let them emo like Nola. Get it in there. So this routine is another one that, like, the music is so beautiful. Her performance is so beautiful. Her style is so unusual. I love it. I feel like there's so many more Russians, not Russians, but Soviets that we need. Who competed, right? Because that's
more modern. My feeling about Russian floor routines has been like Mustafina routines, where it's like, you have wonderful carriage. This choreography is nothing.
Right. You're not doing anything.
You're not doing enough. But before I have more on my list. I want to make sure I get to everyone on my list. But another person I just kind of wanted to mention, a performance overall that culminates on floor, is Aurelia Dobre's entire 1987 World Championship was so good, and that her floor routine was the perfect cherry on top of that performance, where it's just like, everything about this is excellent. And it's just, you had the exact moment where you were your very best in this moment. The landings are great. The performance is great. The artist, the presence, it's just all so good. And I'm glad she had a world championships for 87. Because, sometimes with gymnasts, it doesn't time out great for an Olympics, but at least we got a Worlds.
Yeah, that's like, she was one that had her best performance right at the right time, and we got to enjoy it. So beautiful.
I mean, I feel like she might think the right time would have been Seoul, like the Olympics.
The actual Olympics.
But it's the right time for us, because we don't remember the difference between an Olympics and a Worlds. It's all great.
Oh. Anybody else before I get to?
All right, I got to talk about Boginskaya and Maria Filatova and Frolova. So I feel okay. I mean, there are so many more. So another topic, this could be its own commission, is gymnasts you've changed your mind about, which I think about sometimes, where gymnasts who I used to be like, ugh, and then I'm like, what was my deal? I feel like I I feel I have a Maria Olaru history with that, where when she won Worlds, I was like, this ugly gymnastics won Worlds, and I'm like, it's great. Ludmila Teresheva, I've gone through that with. But another floor routine that, in my head, she's always been the villain, which is Larissa Petrick. Because she was the one when the Vyacheslawska Worlds, where she won and Vyacheslawska did the protest, because as we were told, Vyacheslawska should have won, and it was like they created a tie, and the truth is probably, as Uncle Tim revealed, more complicated than that, and maybe they were just resolving the scores correctly. But so to us, Larissa Petrick was the bad guy of that floor final. She was the evil Soviet who then stole like Vyacheslawska's glory, and Vyacheslawska had to protest the behavior of the Soviet government. But when I watched that routine, actually watched it not from the perspective of she is the bad guy of this floor final, I'm like, this is so good. I love this routine. Where she's just kind of, it's one where she's just sort of has the confidence to just kind of run and be like, this is choreography. I'm so good that I can just do nothing, but it fits artistically, which is also a category, because I think Frolova does some of that in her routine. That's maybe my favorite NCAA routine of all time, Brittany McCullough's 2010 routine at UCLA, where she just strutted for a while. Like, when you have the confidence to just walk and be like, yep, that's me. That's in that. That's its own category.
Yes. Which is it's so interesting too, because she is just like so like sweet and nice and bubbly. All the words that like I usually don't like when they describe gymnasts, but her floor is nothing like that, but she does it.
It's almost like you don't have to reflect your personality in your floor routine. You could play a character, and it doesn't have to be exactly the way you act in real life. And that's sometimes more interesting. Or all the time more interesting.
We have to mention NCAA routines in this, because they are...
Yeah, and we have to throw some shade at current NCAA routines, because they are not as good as they used to be.
Nope, they're really sucky now. Sydney Johnson-Sharp, when she actually got to compete, shout out to her, because she could actually dance. Ariana Berlin, the first professional hip-hop dancer that we know of to compete in NCAA. Wait till they make a rule about that. Oh, there's no rules anymore. That's right. We just never got hip-hop like that. Which was against the will of her choreography, by the way. Her choreography was, this doesn't look good in a leotard. What are you doing? Miss Val would tell her, and she was like, no, I've got to do my thing. Lamencia Hall, first gymnast ever to go viral with her band. What are the college bands called? She had the first viral routine. What are like the line? Yeah. Drum line, floor routine. Caitlin Ohashi, the split leg double layout, which we haven't gotten since the 92 Olympics.
Back when floor was floor.
Oh, back in the day. I love Alex had Sakai Wright's 2022 routine on here. I love that routine, and you rarely ever got to see it. And part of it got taken out was that she did just at the end, she did a giant just round off backflip, split her legs straight in the air, and then landed in superhero position. And they were like, that's a deduction. You can't do that. It's like, well, the gymnastics is no fun. Stella Ume at Canada and UCLA, everything she ever did, unusual, unique, just a style that was like slithery, but also like fierce and strong at the same time. Went on for a very long career in Cirque du Soleil. Jordan Childs, every routine at UCLA, not her elite routines. The elite routines have to get like dumbed down too much for the stupid elite code, and she's capable.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. That's true. Yeah, but her all iconic, all of them. Annalie, the book routine.
Before pizza in the oven.
Mm-hmm. Pizza in the oven routine. Christine Conforti, there's only one video of this routine, the Chicago jazz hat routine, where Vanessa Zamaripa later used this choreography when she went elite. But it was perfect for her. It was the closest thing to a Chicago routine we've ever really gotten. That style of dance, that style of jazz. Brittany McCullough, as you mentioned, everything she ever did the whole time in college. Perfect. Genius. Perfection. Shay Campbell, every routine. I could go on and on. Nia Dennis, Helen Mosette. There's so many. Yeah, not a lot from other teams except Lemencia Hall and Sydney Johnson. Anybody that I missed that you want to add?
No, I think I hit my limit.
Alex, thank you so much for giving us this commission. We really enjoyed this commission. Thank you for being so thorough and giving us all of your diagrams and charts. Thank you for being a Club Gym Nerd member. Thank you for supporting us. People like Alex who are Club Gym Nerd members, they get a bonus episode. They get our full archive. They get our exclusives. They get all of our games. They get access to the members only forum. They get discounts on the live show. We also have a store if you guys want to show your love. And don't forget that if you were thinking of, like Alex, you want to become a Club Gym Nerd member, we are having a refer a friend program. So once your friend signs up, send us an email with your friend's email address that they use to sign up for Club Gym Nerd, and we will give you and your friend a month free. Email customerservice@gymcastic.com, put referral in the subject line. Remember, this is after they've signed up, and send us the email they signed up with. You can find everything at gymcastic.com. So thank you so much to Alex. We'll see you at noon Pacific on Friday for Behind the Scenes. Until then, remember to take off on gay. Split so hard on rights. Because we never forget the pain of a nation. And I love you, Tasha. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on Friday.